everybody. How are you? Happy Sunday. And I hope that you're all having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And yes, I agree with Sandy Toes in the chat. To anybody who is in the service, who's a veteran, thank you very much for your service. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and we not only appreciate our veterans, we appreciate their service to this country. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy Memorial Day. So I was on Twitter checking out the tweets, and I saw that Chantal, she had made a community post saying that she had deleted her mukbang video where she was talking about paradise. What a shocker. That mukbang video, I guess it got a lot of controversy. I guess she was looking around the community, and a lot of people were saying the same thing. They were saying, well, why are you sounding off on this? How does this concern you? And why are you defending this person, Stefan? Can I also let you guys know that for like the last hour before I came live, I was jumping down the rabbit hole, checking this guy, Stefan, out. Man, that rabbit hole is dark and it's deep and it's disturbing. I've already saved a few videos. I want to react to them, but I am afraid to react to them because of some of the allegations against this gentleman. Inappropriate touching, inappropriate things. It's just, he's really, really gross. And this was the person that she chose to defend. But I really don't want to trigger anybody because there's some just disturbing, dark stuff about this guy. Speaking of Stefan, something interesting. And I pulled up a video that was made by Nikki T. She put this together 16 hours ago. And during part of the video, it showed Stefan's old handle back in 2020. Y'all, I remember that handle in Foodie Beauty's chat. I do remember it well. I'm like, that name looks familiar. That handle looks awfully freaking familiar. I think he was in her chat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to dive down another deep, dark rabbit hole, and I'm going to do some homework. I'm going to do some research because I'm pretty sure that name has been in her chat before. I'm like, that looks really familiar, y'all. Hello, Enola. Also, credit to the lovely Enola because she's the one that brought it to my attention because I was thinking it and she was saying it too. And she's like, that looks familiar. I'm like, yeah, it sure as hell does, doesn't it? He's been in her damn chat. He's chatted up Foodie Beauty. I remember that damn handle. So is that why you're defending him, Foodie? Not only because he's part of the Foodie community, which you're catering to, which you make money off of, but he's been behind the scenes talking to you. He was part of your chat at one time, and he probably still is, maybe just under a different handle. What's the handle? Enola, can you post the handle in chat, please? Because I can't get it right off the bat. I'm live. But I'm going to dive down that rabbit hole. I'm going to find him. I bet you I could find that handle in her chat. I think he was around her during the Kuwait arc. I bet you anything we can find this guy in her chat. See, Foodie, that's not a good idea to speak up on issues that have nothing to do with you, because once you do that, you open up the door, girl. You just opened up. You said, come on in, everybody. Come on in. But you can, Enola can post it, and then I'll just post it here in a message. Enola says, the sex kitten era in the villa is the first time that I recall. Then Kuwait during her soliciting for meals. Oh, thank you. So there's the handle right there. That looks familiar, y'all. That looks real familiar. I'm gonna go looking. Oh, bang. He paid for a cameo. Oh, Foodie. Shame, shame. Shame on you. Look at that. He paid for a cameo. I don't know why he'd pay for a cameo if he's got a Foodie content house and he's got all those women, but I guess he wanted something from Foodie. And I guess he got something from Foodie, so he paid for a cameo, and I'm pretty sure that he was also all up in her chat too. If she would admit what she did, she'd have more clients. I know. See, that's the crazy thing about Chantal. She does the content. She's very obvious about it. It's like she wants people to know, but yet she won't admit it. And that's really curious. Like, you're doing this content. This is where the bulk of your money is coming from. So why won't you just admit to it? Just admit to what you do. You're going to bail. Why are you going to bail? Nobody was kicking you out. Huh? Was that a $250 cameo? I am not sure. 2020, he was setting up his Foodie content house. Perfect timing for him to start conversation with her in lingerie. Maybe he was thinking about having Foodie there. Maybe there was talks about that. I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me if he saw her on YouTube and was chatting her up a little bit in her chat, buying her cameos. Maybe he was considering having her in the house. I have no idea. But Chantal is all kinds of upset because she's not getting the attention that she wants, and she's scared that somebody else is getting the attention that she's been trying for 10 years. He apparently has lots of money. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah, I think the Foodie at this time, that for him, she's too old. He likes the younger ladies. So she's in her 40s. She's aged out for him. She talked about a big house that wasn't hers once, but that didn't happen. Yeah, she sure did. I can't deal with the Foodie stuff. I have that in my past. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not something I enjoy. And she's way too fluffy about it. And it's not a light subject for me. And I am sorry that that is triggering. You know what, Pixar? I am sorry that that triggers you. But this is something that needs to be talked about. This is an ugly side to YouTube. A lot of people ruining their health for profit. There's a lot of people out there that are using the body positive movement as a means to open the door to getting near people and encouraging them to do self-harm content and self-harm behavior. And that ugliness needs to be exposed. That it's not just a harmless fetish or people just eating a cupcake. Like, there are serious consequences for the extreme side of it. And YouTube, their hands are dirty too. I showed you guys like all this stuff on YouTube right now that cater to the Foodie fetish. What's his channel? We're going to watch a video where we see some stuff, and I'll stop it so you guys can see. He's on TikTok. He's also, I think he's on Instagram. Booger, get out of there, honey. I started on YouTube drinking channels. Hello, Yada. Booger, honey. You're boogering again. What you want? Can I help you? Oh, ow. Oh. Yikes. The queen is here. Yay, boogers. Look at the people that love you. Look at the boogers. I'm having trouble picking her up today. My arms hurt so bad. They're not just barking at me, they're howling. I carried her cat tree all the way down 2 blocks, and nothing is taller than me, and my muscles are screaming at me. They hurt so much, and I tried everything to make them feel better. Boogers. What? Hold on. Oh, ow. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, hold on, booger. Oh, I can't do this today with my arms hurting so bad. There we go. So yeah, I dived down the rabbit hole with Stefan. It's really triggering. It's really dark. The things that he's done, the things that he's been accused of doing. This is a dangerous man. You, my mind was blown. And I think at some point I will just react to the videos that I found and I'll just put a big time trigger warning. But this is the person that Chantal was defending. Volatron cream. I actually have like some Ben Gay. I put some on my arms and then I put on a hoodie because heat just makes it more intense. That didn't do anything. I mean, it helped like a little bit, but not much. But it's just going to take some time. My queen is happy with her throne, so it was worth it. Mom has to go through a little bit of pain. Judy defended him like Karate Joe until the chat revolted. Yeah. Volatron? I've never heard of it. What is that? Is it like a muscle relaxer cream? What is that? I've never heard of it. I've heard of Icy Hot and Ben Gay. Man, why do my arms have to hurt? I took a nice hot bath. It's like, just make the pain go away. Well, he sounds like a predator. Magnesium. Don't worry, I'm a big girl. I'll be fine. My arms are just doing this to me right now. Like, fuck you. Why'd you have to do that to us? And I said, because my queen needs her throne and I'm bringing it home whether you like it or not. Tiger Balm, I've heard of that. Okay, so here's the deal. We got some Twitter peeps to go over. And then we're going to go over the video from Nikki T with more information about the situation. And to kind of balance things out, like there's a long compilation video put together by Just Saying. We watched part of it the other day. It's like 5 hours long. Foodie Beauty being ultimately cringe for 309 minutes, just like her silly moments, her being cringy, to kind of balance out some of the serious stuff. You know, take the ick out of your mouth. You got to balance out the heavy with the light. You know, like her being silly. Ow. Ow. Urgh. I love my cat. Okay, so y'all want to do that? We can go with the Twitter peeps over Miss Foodie Beauty Backpedal Beauty. Because she was backpedaling. When she got that backlash, she's like, I'm taking the video down. All right, guys, it's time for the Twitter peeps. Let's get into it. All right, and let me just pull this up. I'm old too. I'm an old fart. What do you want from me? Okay, so for those of you that are on Twitter and you want to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. So you guys can keep up with all the girl world goings on without having to go on Twitter. All right, so first tweet is from MJK23 saying, I can play too, Foodie. So this person says, Grok, would you consider a woman who is almost 500 pounds and like to live in squalor amongst trash and half-eaten food happy? Grok replies, no. Happiness isn't just I say I'm happy or momentary pleasure seeking. It is a sustained state involving reasonably good functioning physical health, basic agency, emotional stability, and the ability to pursue meaningful activities without constant self-imposed barriers. A woman at nearly 500 pounds living amongst trash and half-eaten food is overwhelmingly unlikely to be genuinely happy in any robust sense. Here's why. Grounded in morbid obesity at that level, BMI likely 80 plus, is strongly associated with chronic pain, severe mobility limits, type 2 diabetes, heart strain, sleep apnea, joint destruction, skin issues, and significantly reduced lifespan. Daily life becomes a struggle with basic tasks. The body sends a constant signals of distress. People adapt somewhat, hedonic adaptation, but studies on quality of life and severe obesity consistently show lower well-being, higher depression rates, and functional impairment, not flourishing. Living in field compounds this. Bacterial exposure, mold, pest, respiratory problems, and infection risk. This isn't neutral preference, it's a high cost environment. Behavioral and psychological, I can't talk today. Behavioral and psychological signals. Choosing or liking squalor often points to hoarding disorder, depression, executive dysfunction, trauma responses, or other issues rather than preference from position of strength. Half-eaten food everywhere suggests compulsive eating patterns, not mindful enjoyment. People in these situations frequently report distress when examined clinically, even if they defensively claim contentment externally. Self-reports can be unreliable due to lowered expectations, avoidance of shame, or a lack of comparison to better states. True contentment rarely pairs with extreme neglect of one's living space and body. So, Foodie claims to be happy. Well, Grok says otherwise, and I actually agree with Grok. How can you claim I'm happy when you're giving off signs you're not happy and your environment is not happy? Grok argues. Mrs. Flupa Booty says, I was bored, so I asked Chat GPT why it responds to Chantal the way it does. We all knew the answer, but here you go, Chantal. Chat GPT says, I can't verify specific private conversations or screenshots posted by Foodie, and screenshots can also be cropped, selectively shared, edited, or missing important context. But in general, there are very few reasons. AI chats can sometimes look over validating or agreeable. AI assistants are designed to be conversational and non-confrontational by default. If a user frames a situation one-sidedly, the AI may respond based only on the information provided unless it actively challenges assumptions. Some users intentionally lead the AI towards certain answers by how the phrase prompts. Different model versions and safety settings behave differently over time. So, in other words, Chat is not going to argue with you. It's going to be on your side. It's going to tell you what you want to hear. It's going to give you answers based on what you feed it, but it's not designed to like have a real discussion with you the way that a person would. Like freedom of choice, freedom of speech. It's going to basically just tell you what you want to hear. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beach says what you want to say about haters, but we aren't lonely people having full-blown conversations with Chad. Because this is the community post that she posted saying, see, even AI says y'all are haters are miserable. To the rest, I love you. Not sure when I will be going live today. I'll let you know. Yeah, but I just saw that Chad will not give you a confrontation when you need one. Sandy Shore says, Foodie Beauty, you prove again you hate women. So here is the community post that she posted today. She says, I deleted my video, more headache than what it was worth. I don't care about anyone involved. I thought the documentary was about someone else. FYI, if you take the time to write a huge paragraph telling me why you can't support me, I don't care and I won't even read it. Well, you must have been reading something that you were noticing that some of the comments were huge paragraphs in order to make that statement. This line right here, I don't care about anyone involved. Well, that's a nice attitude. I don't care about anyone involved. Well, we knew that. We knew that you didn't care about anyone involved in the trailer. You just wanted to attach yourself to this thing because you're nervous. You're nervous about all of the attention that Quirky Love Rosie she's getting. She's probably going to get more. And you're over there nervous thinking, what about me? You've been trying to go viral for over a decade and it has not worked. And now you're jealous. You're over on your side, punching the air, saying, this little upstart, I've been doing everything to go viral. I have followed all the trends. I have been like combing all over TikTok. I copy people and their trends. I copy their personalities, and I haven't gone viral yet. And this little upstart, Quirky Love Rosie, she's about to get all the attention that I've been craving for over a decade. You are so mad about that. Mad. But here's something of note. I know that Rosie, she's excited about the documentary coming out, but the fact that people have been hurt in that house, the things that I found out today about Stefan, dark, really, really dark. Like this, And I hope that Quirky Love Rose understands that you can't open a door, you can't open Pandora's box without negative coming through as well. Like I know she's excited and she's like, oh, this documentary is about ready to drop and my channel's going to explode. But what that also means is a lot of people might be looking into her and her past and the things that she's done and the fact that she's doing the Foodie content on her channel and she's dating a Foodie. And there's going to be a lot of talk about that. There's going to be a lot of discussion about that. There's going to be a lot of backlash about that. A lot of trolls. Like, is she ready for that? Because you can't take the publicity and the spotlight without the backside of that coming at you as well. You know, you got to take it all if you're going to take it. You can't just be selective about it. Yep. And I heard that too. And you know what? The handle that's in the video that we're about to watch, I've seen that handle in her chat. He's been in her chat before. I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole and I'm gonna look for that name. I'm gonna go looking for him for that handle. I bet y'all find it. It would make sense why she's defending him. You know, the Foodie community, I'm sure there's a lot of people in it, but it's also like a close community of like, if you know kind of things. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people in her circle that are tied up in that. Like I'm sure there are people that are connected. Yep. Well, somebody was saying that he bought one of her cameos. I'm going to go take a look at that too. We're going to go looking. What's the handle? Enola posted it earlier. I'd have to go back in the chat. I don't know if Enola is still here, but it's in the video and I'll freeze on it when we get there. What if she tried to get in? She might have. She can't get in now. She's, a bit too old to get into the content house, but maybe at one time he was interested in her and she just didn't go. What's this? The rumor is that one of the current larger donors that we know, just a different handle from this one. Oh, thank you, Enola. There's the handle. I've seen that handle before. Doesn't that handle look familiar? I've seen that handle before. I know I have. We've seen this one before. I know I've seen it. I'm going to go looking. I'm going to go look at her Kuwait stuff and see if I see that name. If I find it, I'm taking some screenshots. He does, but he has various socks. Oh, I'm sure, but I'm sure he's messed up and used that handle in her chat before. He might have used it at least once or twice. I'm going to go digging. I'm going to find it. Watch me find it. I'm sure other people can find it too. We're going to find this sucker and his connection to Foodie. She should have kept her mouth shut. Foodie always defends people for a reason. And if he was all up in her chat, talking her up, chatting her up, giving her money, that would make sense. But that was the handle. Stefan, why? I'll tell you why. Because there's like a whole Foodie community on YouTube. Like there's a whole community for it on YouTube. And YouTube knows about this. And they're okay with it. But she deleted the video, did she? I didn't know anything about him. Bullshit. This is the same story that you gave to us about Karate Joe. You remember him. Karate Joe was your internet husband. He was your main mod back in the day. He was also a Foodie. I remember, Chantal, I was fucking there, that you would go through drive-thrus and he'd be typing in your chat, fat is beautiful, and he'd be telling you what to eat and what to order. He had your phone number. He could call you. He told you when to start your stream and when to get off stream. You talked to him on the regular. And he was your number one mod. And you confessed that you did things for Joe, or that he wanted you to do things for him off screen. And then when everybody found out what he did, because he was a convicted PDF file, you had no choice but to not make him a mod anymore. He couldn't be in chat any longer. But you were a PDF apologist. You defended him 10 toes down. Oh, he paid his debt to society. Apologizing for a creep like that. The people that you pick to defend, you like to defend PDF files and people who hurt other people. And with the research that I just got through doing, disturbing. The things that Stefan has done are disturbing. Like inappropriate touching in the house. And I just saw a clip of the women that he was involved with, like in his personal relationships. He'd have those women lure other women to the house. Very predatory behavior. So it tracks, Foodie. You are a predator. And of course, you're going to be very comfortable with other predators, with people who are guilty of predatory behavior. So it would seem, allegedly, that Stefan, the women that he was involved with, he would use those women to lure other women into the house and make them feel comfortable, like this is a safe space, when it wasn't, because there were allegations of inappropriate touching. Disturbing. And this is the guy you're sticking up for. Thank you. Stefan was in her chat at the same time as Sofa King. They all know one another. I don't doubt that. Like I said, the Foodie community, everybody knows everybody, pretty much. The more prolific you are, the more people are going to know who you are and know of you. So I would not be surprised if, Foodie, Amber, Emily, Sofa King, Stefan, like they all know each other. They all know of each other. That would not surprise me at all. So, but she's like backpedaling and taken down. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what he is, a trafficker. But it's a dark rabbit hole. And for the sake of exposure, I want to expose this, but at the same time, I don't want to trigger y'all. So I got to find a way to do it without triggering anybody too hard. Nothing But Love says, maybe next time do your research before you decide to give your opinion no one asked for. Okay. This was my tweet. This is what I had to say. I said, Foodie Beauty coward. Stand 10 toes down or have a seat. Clout riding fool. If you dick rode any harder, you would be a condom, bitch. I said what I said. She's so busy over there wanting attention, trying everything in the world to get attention, over there screaming, what about me? That she's not thinking about what she's screaming about. Do you really want attention in this situation, Foodie? Do you want people to connect the dots between you and Stefan? Are you sure? Too late. They've already been connected. You shouldn't have opened your mouth. Kristen says, the clip of Quirky Love Rosie posted so that she could say this guy flirted with her versus what he had to say about her that she cut out of the clip. Video via Cyber Valentina. Did we watch this yesterday? I don't know if we did. Well, here's
public service announcement. Quirky Lover Rose is the definition of drama and controversy. She's never been here. No, Jess. I've never had any contact with her. She joined my Discord way back in the day. And she proudly posted the three messages that we exchanged that were about getting her registered for the Discord. I know nothing about that girl. Luckily, she's never flirted with me.
All right. Next one. So Quirky Love Rosie posted this as her defense. So this guy's talking to her saying, oh, nice. You're cute. I followed you on Phoebe. Oh, when I read that and I'm like, oh, interesting. So Quirky was on Phoebe. For those that don't know, Phoebe is a Foodie site. It's for the Foodie community. Phoebe, Feabie, that's for the Foodie community. So he found her on Phoebe. Interesting to know. Okay. Quirky says, thank you.
Public service announcement. If Quirky Lover Rose would have ever came to Paradise, I guarantee you, there would be allegations and drama. That girl, she is a classic, like...
Sir, from everything that I've been watching about you the past 15, 20 minutes, your hands aren't clean. I just saw a video, girls saying that you acted inappropriately, that you lure women to the content house, that you use your partners, your relationship partners, to lure women there and make them feel safe. And then inappropriate things happen. You're fucking gross. Don't talk to me.
Like, she's not playing with the full deck. And it's a classic example of somebody that you should never let into your close circle. Somebody that will try to come up with all sorts of bullshit if she doesn't get what she wants. Public service announcement.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's that creep, Stefan. Y'all, I saw this on Twitter. I'm like, Just why? Kalea said, this is insane. Rosie wants to be autistic. Carly Baby says, you're not autistic. Nikki and everyone to QLR. Credit Nikki T on YouTube. Yes, credit to her. So this clip.
Coming to terms with realizing that I'm autistic was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. You're coming to terms with realizing that I'm autistic was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. You're not autistic.
Why does she want to be autistic? Huh? I don't understand why she wants to be autistic. She's weird. Doc Remy LeBeau says Chantal spent quite a bit of time intensely concentrating on preparing her mental health medicine on last night's stream. Was she? Let's watch.
This is cocoa. Pure cocoa. Gonna warm it up and melt it on some fruit.
Why does she have to do this on stream? If she wants to do recreational things, can't she do this off camera? Why does she have to expose her audience to this? She has no idea who's watching her. She has no idea how old they are. And she's just lighting some stuff up like it's just a thing to do. There might be people that are underage watching her do this. And when you're young, you often imitate what you see. She could easily do this on camera. No one would know. That would be the more mature, intelligent thing to do. There's no need to do this on Kick at all.
This is cocoa. Pure cocoa. Gonna warm it up and melt it on some fruit.
What is that? What is that? Is that hash? What is she holding up? What is that cube thing? What is that? I don't know what that is. Is it? Look, that's hash. She says it's cocoa. Cocoa? Is that a code word for something else? Resin. I don't know. It's a poop. It's a poop cube. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Why does she have to do this on? You're lighting up hash, sheesh, on camera. That's nice. That's real nice. Sandy Shore says, Foodie Beauty, animal control came the same day she purchased cat food and cleaned the water. They left that notice on the door. She purchased the food right after. Really? So is that the reason why you got the food? Is that the reason why you got the cat dish? It takes people coming to your door and knocking and making you nervous in order for you to do like the normal thing and take care of your cat? Were you afraid they'd walk in and see no cat food and no cat dish and take BG away? So that's when you waddled on over to Walmart and got yourself some food? It's so sad to me that it takes people coming to her door and knocking and threatening to take the cat away for her to just do things that a loving pet parent would do anyway. You know, like she's got to be threatened with the idea of her cat being taken away in order to take care of the cat. Insane. Y'all, look at this cat. Zeus, the Maine Coon from Moldova, is an impressive 29 pounds and measures 40 inches tall when standing on his hind legs. Look at this cat. Look. And look at the size of him compared to the cat behind him. It's like a dog. It's a big boy. Holy moly. The only question that I have is, does he go outside? I can't imagine that any litter box would be big enough for him. Poor little thing. I mean, how do you purchase a litter box for something of this size? They'd have to go outside. No litter box would be big enough. I mean, it's a beautiful cat, but I'm sorry, I'm a cat owner. My first thought is, what litter box could I buy to make this poor thing happy? It wouldn't be big enough. Half his butt would be outside the box. But beautiful animal, gorgeous. Valentina says, statement from that paradise freak on Rosie. I can't stand when bad people have the audacity to speak on a few good points. Well, they already heard from him. He can go away. Milky says, Foodie says she had washed her floral top once in a whole month. So that top she keeps wearing, she's only washed it one time. There's no excuse. Even if you don't have a washer and dryer, which she does, you can hand wash something and hang it up to dry. You know, you can hand wash your clothes and hang them up to dry, and they won't be dirty. And she says she doesn't smell. I'm sorry, if you have a top and you haven't washed it in a month and you keep wearing it, regardless of weight, it's going to stink. It needs to be washed. It's probably at the point now where if she did put it in the washer, she would have to wash it like 4 or 5 times just to get all of the smell out. It's that smell and that stench and that filth is layered. That's some layered stuff right there. 500 Kids and No Money says, Foodie Beauty, people worth defending starter pack is truly something else. Karate Joe, Cyrax, Natter, and now Stefan from Paradise. Girl keeps assembling the Avengers of absolute garbage humans and then wonders why people side-eye her. Yeah. She's got a whole list of people that she defends. And they've all got very shady pasts and things that they've done. She picks some unique people to go to battle for. Bacon strips everywhere. All right, let me just go back here. Ron says she has a vape now too. Oh, I'm sure she does. All right, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. Let me just go ahead and get out of here. She got litter too, she said. Let's get out of here. Where are we going next? Okay, this might be a bit heavy, but full credit to Nikki T. Since we're going down this rabbit hole, let's go down it. And then I promise afterwards, we'll do a bit of a retro react to Foodie. So this is Nikki T, QLR Paradise documentary drama, what I know so far. Go ahead and pull that up. Okay. There we go. And let's see what this is kind of a short video. It's less than 20 minutes. Let's watch.
Guy holds up a pair of bathing suit bottoms and he says, if you can fit in these, I want you in my pool.
Welcome to paradise.
Let's talk about BBW Paradise. Stefan, the owner and one of the founders of the BBW Paradise movement, has actually been accused of non-consensual touching, manipulative behavior, and a plethora of other things. At the end of the day, it only takes one person to be assaulted for it to be a problem.
In silence, you guys almost lost me. The creator here is the founder and creator of Paradise. This environment, Paradise, is very toxic, and way too many times we've been silenced by him and his followers, and I won't allow it this time.
Not only do things happen that people don't want to happen in the house physically, emotionally, it's fucked. Fucked emotionally. They will fuck with your head so bad, and invalidate your feelings. Always.
You do not owe anyone anything. You do not owe any man anything. And you especially do not owe any man who makes you uncomfortable anything. Stefan, you are.
Okay, I'm reading some of the text. It says, "Hey guys, unfortunately, I have defended this man in the past because I wasn't sure if what he was doing was okay or not. Then I went to his house. I can't lie. I was scared to speak out because of how close I once was to this person. Well, what she is saying is facts, and you had no consent over any part of my body, not even my belly fat or anyone else. Ban me from your Discord or TikTok." Speaking of the Discord, because Paradise does have a Discord. I saved something on TikTok, on Twitter, where apparently Stefan's mods for the Paradise Discord, all of them are gone. They all left. He's shutting down the Discord. All of the mods disappeared. But I thought it was body positive. What happened that all these mods decided to leave? And you're shutting down the Discord. What would happen that would make all the mods leave? Huh. What is going on there?
Up the wrong fucking tree.
He's selling a fantasy. You'll be loved here, worshipped like a goddess, but they don't tell you the price that you pay.
He says, this is just a body positive space and I just love fat women and it's totally innocent when it's totally not.
There was no consent.
Paradise is not a safe and positive place.
Are you a dangerous man?
Yes.
All I'm gonna say is...
And this is Zio the Dreamer. You guys might have heard her name here and there. If you remember, this was the person that Emily was talking to, Amberlyn Reed's Emily. So Zio is in the documentary, and she had some thoughts about this. And during this clip, she says she signed an NDA. I'm not exactly sure who she signed the NDA with. I don't know if it was with Stefan or HBO, but she signed an NDA, so she can't really talk about anything right now.
That I signed an NDA?
Yeah.
And I think that stands for never disappoint April. Something's about to come out, and I think it's horrible timing with our friend Shay. You guys know her as Shay. Shayna has passed away. I think it's horrible timing, and it's scary. And what I mean by scary, going in with 2 sugars, what I mean by scary, I don't mean like I'm scared, because I ain't scared of anybody, but I got a buck. Second of all, it's just that whatever is about to come out was before Shayna's passing. And now things are changing. Now, I don't know. And I just want to prepare for my viewers, because I do have people that enjoy watching me. I do have people that love me. I do have people that support me. Don't view me differently. Don't judge me. You're going to find out things about me. You're going to know things about me. I'm doing my best. This is hard for everyone. So please be mindful. Please be respectful. And don't ask stupid questions. That's all. I don't think what I'm asking for is huge. I'm asking you just to be, respectful to me, to my friends. We are grieving, and this is, I don't think it's going to be something insane. I don't think it's going to go viral. I don't think it's going to be global, but...
You know what? I saw this part of the video, and even if it doesn't go global, even if it's not in every corner of the world, it's going to be in enough corners. and enough people are going to pay attention. And a lot of people are going to be thinking twice about the feeder community and getting involved with it. It's going to shine a light on that community, and that light is not going to be very positive. Like, there's been a lot of talk about body positivity and fat is beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with being of a bigger size. But if there are people that are using body positivity as a means to lure people into the feeder community, just, putting a coat of paint on it to cover up the ugliness underneath, this is going to expose some of the darker sides of it, and it needs to be exposed. So maybe the people who were filming this documentary, it started off in one direction, but as they started to interview people, it took on a life of its own. And they started finding out there's a dark side to this, and that's what we need to talk about. I don't think HBO or Investigative Discovery, that they lied to anybody. They just started putting the footage together and said, wait a minute, there's a different story here than what we thought. Sometimes that's how it goes.
You get to see a little bit more of the plus size community, may I say. Of course, I got to taste it with you. Just better. Yikes. Okay, bye.
It's been a wild week in my life. We have so much to debrief on. Sorry.
Oh, I did. Sorry.
How dare you?
I'm here.
Hello. We're gonna just wait for people to get in for a second because there's so much to talk about. Your hair looks so pretty. Thank you. I've been growing it out. I made an Instagram story. I actually panic deleted it this morning because I went to go share the trailer, which again, we'll get into in a second. But I went to go share the trailer and I realized it was gonna be buried under.
I understand that Rosie, she's really excited about this thing coming out because it means more exposure for her channel. I get it. She's once this thing drops, people are going to be searching my name and finding me on YouTube, and my channel's going to blow up, and I'm going to get more viewers and more views and more money. But from everything I've seen about this trailer, it looks really, really dark. Did Rosie react to what Chantal said? She did. I reacted to that tweet yesterday showing that clip, and she said, I haven't looked at this person in months. She's talking about Foodie. She's I haven't really been paying attention to Chantal. Chantal was just, Chantal has main character syndrome. If she's not the main character, she breaks down. So Chantal is all in her feelings about Quirky Love Rosie getting attention in a way that she's been craving. And Rosie's I haven't talked about Chantal. I've never even looked at her for a minute. And what's going on with her? Yeah, I'm not sure she should push it either, especially considering some of the things going on in her personal life. She's online doing the Foodie content straight up. And she's dating a Foodie. Are you sure you want to push this? Because people are going to see that and they're going to be well, what's going on here? You're speaking out against feederism, but you're involved with an active feeder. And you're doing the Foodie content on your channel in front of people. It looks like you are working two different angles at the same time for different reasons. You're speaking out against feederism for the attention and the exposure. At the same time, you're doing the feeder content for the money. You're working both angles simultaneously. And it's not a good look. It's not.
All those stories. And I was oh shit, because just content creator stuff. So I meant to say that last night and I forgot. So I will recap kind of what I talked about in those Instagram stories on live. I don't know. So and one of the first things I want to say out the gate is this documentary is not about me, obviously. I'm really excited that not only part of it, but like a very integral part in the early process. And I'm very excited that I had that opportunity to help share this story, because I was like watching the TikToks Kimi was making as a lot of the events that are going to be covered in this situation were uncovered, and I have my own plot in it. So, okay, I'm a little out of the loop. What's this trailer?
And by the way, Quirky, it's a bad look when you were chatting up Stefan before and you guys were kind of flirty with each other, you know, and you were wanting to be invited to the house and you were asking about the poly thing. It's like you really wanted to be in that house. That was kind of a bad look too. And I understand that you had those conversations back in 2020, but still, like, that past interaction with him, you know, like you were very interested to be a part of that house and be involved with him like that.
Coming out. So first of all, I have it linked to the pinned comment. I have it on my YouTube community chat post. I shared the reel on my Instagram. I stitched the TikTok. Choose your platform. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Come back once you watch it. Yeah, I made it very easily accessible for y'all. So please give it a watch. I don't want to share too many details about like the actual production or project itself, because first of all, I want to see it. And second of all, there's like a lot of stories and a lot of experiences that are very important and need to be highlighted and need to be talked about. Congratulations on your feature in the documentary. This is an interesting topic and a diabolical man behind that mansion. You're good, honey. It'll be available for streaming on HBO Max. I was speaking with production today about international aspects because I had someone DM me about it. I was like, that's a great question. So for the people in the back, if you're worried about this aspect.
Oh, this comment. Hello, Billy. The feeders may get upset with Rosie if they watch it. Oh, I'm sure they will. It's really weird because the feeders, they like to be in the background, but they also want to be on YouTube and they want to be kind of upfront about their fetish. They go on YouTube channels and they find people like, say, Amber or Foodie, and they're throwing them super chats and they are encouraging them to do the Foodie request right there in front of people. Like anybody that watches Chantal's Kick channel, you've seen it. People talking about food and Nina Bachelor paying her to do a request, and here's some money for a beaver tail. Some of them have gotten pretty bold and brazen about their fetish. Where it used to be where like they're in the shadows where they belong, because that's an adult fetish. They've gravitated towards social media now. And they're finding people on YouTube to get the rocks off. And all they got to do to get the rocks off is just spend a few bucks in a super chat versus going somewhere like OnlyFans or Phoebe and subscribing to somebody and doing it in private. A lot of them are getting bold and they prefer social media because they don't want to get caught on a feeder site. You know, like if you got a significant other, like a wife or a husband or something, and they're like scrolling through your phone and they see tick. It's what's tick? If they see kick or if they see YouTube, it looks very innocuous. Like, honey, I was just on YouTube watching a video, or I was on Kick watching a live stream. You're not going to get busted over that. That's why they prefer the content creators be on regular social media, because there's not a whole lot of explaining to do. If your significant other goes through your phone or goes through your computer, your search history, it doesn't look bad. But if you were on a Foodie site, how do you explain that to the one that you're with? So they want to be in the shadows, and yet they don't want to be. You know, they just don't. So,
you know, these types of things are not paid for as a documentary, so like I don't financially benefit from it, so like you don't have to feel any kind of way about that. But it's just far more important that these experiences are discussed. And what a cool opportunity to share your story. Honestly, proud of you for not spilling even the slightest beads. Thank you, Allie. You followed me for a long time, so you know me.
I mean, this is exciting stuff. This is a big deal.
Thank you. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, this is why I went to Vegas. Correct. NDA queen. Clock it. Drink time's about to be lit. Hey. Oh yes. Okay, guys. So much has happened. Yeah. I was like, well, okay, I have to go live today. I have to. Like, I gotta talk about this. Because and I just want to say this too, because like I'm seeing the comments on the trailer.
Yeah, and here's some of the comments. Like, as soon as that documentary came out, Girl World was running over to that trailer and leaving their comments about Rosie, about Emily, about Girl World, about the stuff that Rosie's been doing. Just letting Investigative Discovery know, hey, this person is messy. And did you guys know all of this? Were you aware? I guess they're aware now. Like, Girl World brought it. Like, as someone said in the comments, Girl World has broken containment. They went over there and let them know with a quickness. Like, here's some of the comments. Like, all of these have to do with her.
Like, I'm not reading them.
Look at all these comments about Rosie. Every single one.
In depth, to be honest. I've had to just skim them. I really don't want people's disdain for me to impact the stories that the victims are sharing in the documentary. I mean,
do you see this? They're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. All of that is Girl World. All those comments are from Girl World. Every single last one.
Excited to be a part of it in the way that I can help highlight the stories and share my experiences.
See this comment right here. Here comes all of Girl World. Dun, dun, dun. We're coming in like the cavalry, like the Lone Ranger.
In relation to my own story, which I do have linked in the description as well. Also,
where are these comments? Cookie, if you go to the trailer for this documentary for Paradise, that's where the comments are. So if you go to the trailer and then you look beneath the video in the comments section, that's where you find the comments. It's straight on the trailer. It's not on her live stream. It's for the trailer for the docuseries.
Love the trailer linked in the description. And I went ahead and also linked, in case anybody who's newer,
look at all those comments.
Who's aware, I linked my original podcast interview that is like kind of how I became involved in this project.
Look, pages and pages and pages. Girl War was quick to have their voices heard. You know what, Suzanne? That's what I said. I just don't think this is going to be good for Rosie, and I don't think she'll be able to handle the negativity. Yet, like I said, like, once you open that door, once you open that Pandora's box, you cannot control what comes out. The good and the bad is going to come out. The good, yeah, you're going to get exposure. The bad, people are going to be looking into your past, digging deep, going deep, doing searches online. And I've heard that Rosie has done some past content, like the Matilda stuff, where she was eating cake and other things of that nature. I'm sure that's going to be brought up and discussed. Anything else that might be out there, it's going to be put on Front Street real quick. All of that is going to be put in the spotlight too. So I hope she's ready. You know, like, people are going to be going down that rabbit hole and saying, wait a minute, this person's speaking out against feederism, and look at all the stuff that she's done. Stuff that she continues to do. I'm seeing a pattern here. Like, I hope she's ready.
Retroactively? Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah. Oh, I have the interview linked in my description as well. Just to have a direct way to link it, and for anyone who may be interested in seeing it, because I think it's just going to give good context to some of the things that I discussed. Because again, this isn't about me. So I mean, I'm curious to see what they do and don't. Your emotional moment in the trailer slayed the house down boots. Thank you, Lakaja. I'm going to give it a watch. Is the interview important to the documentary? I don't necessarily.
And I also got a prediction. I think once the documentary drops, there's going to be a lot of people covering Rosie. You know, like, a lot of people are going to be just covering her, covering all of this. Less people are going to be covering Foodie. And Foodie's going to be angry. And she's going to be saying, where did everybody go? Why is nobody covering me anymore? Well, because you're boring. Chantal, she could make things interesting. She's sitting on some stuff. She's sitting on a bunch of secrets and information, but she doesn't want to talk. Okay, you don't want to talk. You don't want to make things interesting. Fine. We're going to go where interesting stuff is. But once that train leaves the station, there's no bringing it back. Foodie should be grateful she wasn't invited to that house. She'd have a meltdown and lose all of her channels. I think one of the if Chantal was invited to the house, I don't think it would work out for her. Strictly because Chantal is very insecure. And how could she deal with being in a house with other women and sharing the spotlight? She wants to be, the only one. She doesn't want anybody else taking attention away from her. So as much as she wants to be a part of something, at the same time, she doesn't want to be a part of something. Where she can be around other people and have a good time and like talk to other people. She wants to be the center of attention always. And in that content house, that's not how it was. You have to share the space with other people.
Really know if it is going to be. I don't know yet. I don't know if they're going to include, but it gives my backstory in relation to feederism, which is my essential role in the documentary. It's not about cyberbullying. It's more about the predatory practices and plus size spaces, and it's going to be important. It is like it's an important story.
Interesting.
Nice work, Rosie. Yes, I do actually want to address that. Meet the Parker says one of the girls passed from Relation to Paradise recently, didn't she? Yeah, her name is Shay. I didn't know her at all. Like I never interacted with her, but obviously it's devastating. So I it's just really, and I think it's really important to like acknowledge, because it's something where I just feel like I want to make sure I don't misspeak, and I want to make sure that I'm respectful. I don't want to come across like I'm making any of this about like me or the documentary or anything, but I know I don't have the link, but I know there's a GoFundMe somewhere for helping with everything that is happening in relation to Shay and her family. I don't have the link, but and I also don't know like any details, so I don't want to get in depth on that. Rosie, not sure if you can answer this, but what are your thoughts on one of the women already being upset about their portrayal of the doc? Very excited about this documentary. I believe that it's everyone's right to their opinion, to their own experiences, and I think it's not my place. That's such a good title. That's such a good title. And again, guys, I have everything linked and like all platforms. So if you're like lost or confused, please feel free to check it out. You're still the same size as when you left the feederism community. So did you really escape, or if you're living in the same lifestyle and basically bedbound? So, well, I'm gonna actually collect my thoughts on that for a second, because I'm not living the same lifestyle. There is so much to that that's just wrong, and like I know it's someone trying to troll. My size, in relation to me like eating on camera, is not a direct indicator of feederism. When it comes to the topic of feederism and that kind of content and the behaviors in which you're engaging on.
Okay, but this is a question that I have for Rosie. Since like she did an entire podcast talking about feederism. And she said, yeah, she was involved in that and she got out of that. She knows what the feeders are looking for as far as content. And like when they watch videos, when they watch live streams, what turns them on? What gets them going? So if you have full knowledge of this lifestyle, of this fetish, then why do things in your current live streams that turn them on? Like it's almost like you're whistling them in. You want them to watch you. If you're against feederism, I applaud you being against feederism, but how can you be against something and be catering to something all at the same time? Like you're not just cooking on your live stream, you're eating a lot of food and you're moaning and all of that. And you know that's what they're looking for. That's what they're watching for. So you're providing content that makes them happy. So if you're against it, why are you catering to the people that are a part of it? I mean, I don't understand that.
And how you engage with the food, how you talk about the food, how you dress, how you, like, there's a lot, and like, and again, the mannerisms and the way that you speak about it and the way you perform it and what you're eating, those are all things that matter. And a fat person inherently eating on camera, or excuse me, a fat person eating on camera is not inherently feederism, period. The first year after I left feederism, I would not eat on camera. And I did that because I needed time and space. I needed to figure some stuff out. I needed to heal. And now for me, and the way I'm living my life, and the way that I still am doing cooking content when I want to, and streaming in that way, I know that that's not feederism content. I know how I was when I made content back then. I know how I fetishized myself. I know how I participated in those topics. For me to be able to engage in food on camera now is a way of me healing and reconnecting with food in a different way. Because food is also about community. Food is also about love in a non-fetishized sense. Food is a way of connection. Food is a very important aspect of our 5 senses. And food and feederism are 2 things that I have a very complicated relationship with. And I've never shied away from that.
Okay, question. If you have a very complicated relationship with food, if it's not simple, if it's not, I know what I'm doing, I got this figured out, if it's complicated, should you be engaging in eating food on camera then? Because wouldn't that just make it more complicated? I would think that would make it more complicated. If you have issues with food, if you've been involved in the feeder content, does it simplify things if you are then using food as content and as a way to make money? Because you're involving the money aspect. You're monetizing your content. So how can you fully repair your relationship to food if money is involved and you're turning it into content that you're making money off of? Like, how can you figure it out if part of the motivation is money? Part of the drive is money. You'll never be able to simplify it and figure it out if money gets thrown into the mix.
And at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their opinions and they're going to believe me or they're not. But I know who I am and I know what I want to promote and I know the truth. And that's really all I give a damn about when it comes to those things. I don't moan. I actually actively don't do that. Don't fucking lie. Ooh, you just cooked perfectly.
Oh, no, you're not doing the feeder content on YouTube.
What are you talking about? I was not disrespectful of Life by Jen. I still have those videos up. Whatever. June 10th about to be lit. Hey.
I'm gonna come out in a short documentary on June 10th. It's called Escaping Paradise. It's not funny. I think it's not funny. It's not funny. I was sold a different picture and it is what it is, and it's gonna come out. And they were supposed to come to this nursing home that I'm at and film, but I was going through a tough time. I had just put 2 drains in my gallbladder. I had an infected gallbladder, if you guys remember. I had to be intubated for a 5th time. Then I ended up having and needing, and I got my first surgery, gallbladder.
Hold on, there's something I'd like to address, and I'm going to be very polite, and I'm going to be very respectful about it, because I'm not a rude person, but I just, yeah, you're right, Zoe. Taking a bite isn't feedy content. Here is my thoughts about that. If you're someone and you've had issues with food, if you've been involved in the feedy lifestyle, but if you've had issues with food especially, if you've got a food addiction or a food disorder, should you be doing any kind of food content on YouTube? I say no. Because you can deal with it in a healthy way off camera, there's no pressure. You know, like if your content is not food, then there's no pressure. You can kind of look at it and deal with it and figure it out. And there's no pressure of, I got to make content and I've got to make money. I got to make money off of this. Versus if you've got issues with food and you're turning food into content, there might be the temptation to go overboard, or somebody might contact you to do the feedie content just because they see you doing the food content. You know, like, why make things hard for yourself? Why put yourself in that boat? If you're someone and you were involved in the feedie lifestyle and you're against it now, then why do content on YouTube that you know is going to get their attention? And you know they're going to approach you, maybe privately, and say, hey, I'll throw you some money to do some content for me. Like, it's just going to open a door to something that you want shut. Like, why not do something else? If you're trying to stay away from the temptations, if you're trying to stay away from the feedies, why do content that might attract them to your channel? And then they want to talk you up and, you know, tempt you back into it. It's like, it's a way to protect yourself. You know, there are lots of people running around on YouTube. There are good people on YouTube, but there are also toxic people on YouTube, people with different fetishes that they're looking for different people to satisfy their fetishes. And they may look for people that go live that might be participating in their fetish. And those are the ones they sub up to, and because they're looking to get the rocks off. So if the fetish is food, or perhaps the fat fetish, and they see someone like Rosie, that she's a big woman and she's eating and she's moaning, they're going to go, oh, this looks promising. And they're going to gravitate to her because of what she might potentially do for them. So it's like, if you're against something, why open the door to that? Why advertise yourself in that way? If you're against it, cool, you're against it. But then why put out content that looks very feeder friendly? You know, why do that?
That's why they didn't come here to film. Of course, I went with my go-to. It's been a rough week since the trailer came out. Mind you, the producers called me and told me that the trailer was, okay, like they called me and told me the trailer's gonna come out within the next couple of weeks. It came out 3 days after that conversation. Not even 3 full days. So, yeah. Not just that, I was told it was a documentary about being plus size, about the plus size community, about loving yourself and your body, about different stuff that I can't talk about because you have to wait and see. Tune in. It's going to be on HBO, HBO Max, ID Discovery. I don't fucking know. This shit's fucking nuts. Like, I don't want to say too much, and I don't want to talk about it until it all is over with, until they all come out, and then possibly I'll be sharing my side of it. But possibly, keyword. I just am dumbfounded. Make sure when you sign NDAs that you have somebody that's with you reading it. Am I having regrets? Woo!
And then Rosie put this out. So Paradise, this is the channel on YouTube, by the way, Paradise 1. I took a look at that channel. That was interesting. Paradise 1 says, just to confirm officially from Paradise, we have never met or interacted with Rosie in any way, shape, or form, not even messages or chats. Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. We have no idea why she would be involved, as any and all of her experiences are completely disconnected from and have absolutely nothing to do with Paradise. Anything she says about Paradise is hearsay or projection of her previous life onto us. We are flabbergasted ourselves at people who have zero connection, and then it kind of cuts off. Oh, here we go. Would even speak here. And this is what Rosie put out. She goes, oh, never interacted. My Stefan, you really are a liar. Yeah, he is a bit of a liar. I'll give her that. Because then let's keep watching. So, this is the handle that I was talking about. Peep the 2020 timestamp. I'd never associate with you now. And he says, oh, Paradise has never interacted with Rosie. But yet, look at this. We got some conversation over here on the corner, the bottom right. He says, hello. And this was done on November 12th, 2020. Like they started their interactions. She replies back, hey there. I'm currently based in Omaha, but I'd love to come visit sometime and see Vegas for the first time. I want to go to the poly BBW party scene out there. And he says, there isn't much of a poly BBW scene here, unfortunately, other than my house. You've never been to Vegas? Oh, that should be changed. So they were talking. Like this is back in 2020. Like they reached out to each other. They were talking. But he put out that statement saying, oh, we've never interacted with this person. We don't know why she was involved. So not only were they talking in DMs, but apparently she was also in their Discord server. Let's keep going. Up, see? Should be, yeah. I'm also in video chat right now on my server. Invalid invite. Then she says, I was also in that server. But they've never talked to Rosie, right? Okay, so. And she said the friend request was within the past 2 years, by the way. Anyway, check out. So she's exposing Stefan and she can't help herself. She's like, she's doing a little plug for investigative discovery. She goes, the friend request was in the past 2 years, by the way. Anyways, check out investigative discovery on June 10th. You couldn't help but plug that, could you? Just couldn't stop yourself.
Honestly, I'm trying to keep it cute right now because I have a lot more I can show and say. But all I'm going to say is this. A narc's going to narc. A liar's going to lie. And it's fascinating watching someone lie when the evidence is right in their face. Have a good night.
Music.
You did was not only disappointing, but also evil. And I felt that in my fucking soul. Because, I mean, you know who you are. You're watching this right now. I know you are. I'll never have you in my space again, and you'll never have access to me. Because what you did was evil.
They couldn't have found anybody more invalid than her. I think they only put her on there for drama. Quirky lover roles. Quirky lover roles is the definition of drama and controversy. She's never been here. No, Jess. I've never had any contact with her. She joined my Discord way back in the day.
Oh, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. We just saw the screenshots where you guys were talking and you were being a bit flirty. You were saying, well, you've never been here? Well, you're cute. We should change that. But you never talked to her. We just saw the screenshots. Explain that, sir. Was that AI? Was that a deep fake? If you've never interacted with Rosie, what were those messages all about? Explain.
And she proudly posted the 3 messages. The 3 messages that we exchanged that were about getting her registered for the Discord. I know nothing about that girl. Luckily, she's never flirted with me. Because, oh my God, if we would have, I'm telling you this in public right now, public service announcement, if Quirky Lava Rose would have ever came to Paradise, I guarantee you, there would be allegations and drama. That girl, she is a classic, like she's not playing with the full deck. And it's a classic example of somebody that you should never let into your close circle. Somebody that will try to come up with all sorts of bullshit if she doesn't get what she wants. Those are the people that are the problem, that have been the problem in Paradise. You know, inviting people here without fully knowing, she's a perpetual victim, exactly. Without knowing them was definitely
well, she might be a perpetual victim, but you're a perpetual predator from what I've seen. Because the videos I just saw that I'm thinking of reacting to, Stefan, sir, you should be in jail.
mistake. Jess is trying to strip all the bitch Jess.
Because like I just think it's so interesting, right? Because I understand there's a wide section of the internet that doesn't fucking like me and inherently is biased against me. Obviously, that's a not shit Sherlock statement to make. But I'm watching this man pull the same shit that he has pulled for years that you guys are gonna see on June 10th. It's just the first time it's been directed at me. Because you're right, Stefan. We never had a close interpersonal relationship. And that's not why I was there. And I've never stated otherwise. I've never stated to be a victim of you. Because I had the sense when I saw your weird shit in the Discord to not engage again. You're fucking weird. And whether you like me or not, you're gonna regret it if you side with him. And there's a lot more I want to say. And a lot more I want to get into. But the reason I'm sharing these screenshots is because I want to prove the point that this is a pattern of behavior that has never changed with him. He's a gaslighter. He's a manipulator. He's a narcissist.
Ma'am, so are you. I think you're both awful people, just different kinds of awful. For different reasons. I think he's awful. I think you've got your awful too. You're just in a different way. Like awful meets awful. It's just different kinds of awful. They mean not exactly the same, but there's awful on both sides. Nobody's hands are clean here. No one. Nobody. So it's like there's no like all the way right, all the way clean. Both y'all's hands are dirty.
And he's fucking weird. You still follow me, by the way, Stefan. And you followed me on here for years. I don't know if your ego is hurt, buddy, but you're right. I never flirted with you.
What a wonderful, informative video from Nikki T. Thank you, Nikki T. I just saw this video. I'm like, what an excellently made video. There's like put a lot of things together. So that's what's going on, y'all. And like I said, looking deeper into this Stefan thing, I saw some of you in my own chat saying that there are videos out there about Stefan. So like I went down that rabbit hole this morning and I'm like, holy gods, this is much worse than we thought. This is bad. It's bad enough that I'm like, I don't know if I want to react to it. It might trigger some people. I don't want to trigger people, but it's one of those things of you need to know. You need to be aware. So what do? You need to be aware. It might trigger you. So I can just give a trigger warning. And if you want to watch it, you can. And if you don't want to, I respect that. But like this guy, Stefan, he should be in jail, in my opinion. He should be in jail from what I saw. Jail. The whole community's fucked up. All right, so we went into the dark You know what? I'm only going to do so much dark per day, Enola. I don't want to hit everybody with darkness for the next 4 or 5 hours. I think that would be too much. This is kind of like an introduction to things, and then just give it up in stages to where I don't want to hit you guys upside the head with it. All this shit that I found out. It's like I think it'd be too much. See, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna balance the dark with the light, and we're gonna go over to Foodie. And we're going to do a retro react. And thank you, Enola, because you found something that I was looking for. I was looking for the video where Foodie staged condoms all over her damn room. I was like, where is this clip? You would think it'd be everywhere. I can't find it. But Enola found it. Thank you, Enola. So we're going to do that. Okay, let me see here. Da-da-da. Oh, where am I? Okay, nice. So it's a brief clip. Y'all want to see how pathetic Foodie is? She's so pathetic for validation that she staged condoms in her bedroom. And this is courtesy of Piggy. Very, very brief clip. Thank you, Piggy. So let's watch, y'all.
Hi. My room. Since Big Turk has been brought back up, again, I thought I would show a throwback of the time Foodie stages Big Turks. Rubbers all over her room to show off, I guess, also to make Nader jealous. Oh, and if you don't know who Big Turk is, he is a young man Foodie met off a dating app. She wanted him to be her off partner because she said he could make a lot of money because he has a big pickle. He ghosted her when Aisha told him Foodie had.
So he ghosted her when he found out that she had some germs going on. That she was Petri dish Patty, did he? He didn't want to go there. He didn't want to take a walk through the swamp. He didn't have any wadding boots. Well, I don't blame him. Can't say that I blame the boy.
But it's not perfect yet, but I did it in haste because I had company coming. Oh, my fucking brain. So here we have...
Okay. Do y'all see what I see? Do you see what I see? We got a condom over here on the floor. That's what this is. We got another one over here near the foot of the bed. So look, the condoms are, y'all look, this is pathetic. These condoms laying flat on the floor. Now, for those of us that are adults, those of us that have had passionate moments, tell me what is wrong with this picture. That if she had a passionate night, what should be there that is not there? Can you spot the mistakes? Because I see plenty of them. Tell me what should be there that is not there. I'll let y'all give some answers here, and I'll give mine. If you had a passionate night, what should be there that is not there? What's wrong with this picture? There's a lot wrong with it, but I'm going to see if you guys can spot it. A trash can. Well, you're getting warmer. A made bed. Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. A made bed. Giant moose tailors. They are empty. No clothes on the floor. That's right. The sheets on the bed. That's true. That bed would be clear. Absolutely. Wet spots. Yes, yes. The dresser. Come on, chat. I know you guys have had passionate moments. I'll throw you guys a clue. When you've had very passionate moments, would the bed be up against the wall? Don't blush. You know what I'm talking about. Don't you sit there and blush. You know what I mean. If you had a passionate moment, would that bed be up against the wall? No. The condoms are not used. Right. Unopened condoms, true. Also, when you have passionate moments with somebody and if they're using protection, where are the condoms? They are not at the foot of the bed. They are not beside the bed. They're usually right beside the bed. Like they're in the wrong positions. When somebody's like, they're, usually you put the condoms right beside the bed, like on the nightstand. So when you're ready for the moment, you put one on. And then when the act is over, you go to the bathroom and you take it off. So why are they on the floor? Why are they on the floor like that? And they're not even open. Why are they there? They should be right beside her bed. Look at the dip in the mattress. That is her room. But like the pillows are right here. The pillows are all over the place. If she had a passionate night with somebody, this would not happen. She has no nightstand. They'd still be beside the bed. Because when you're in the moment, you want to put the condoms where you can easily reach them. Go ahead, Foodie. Yeah, too many pillows.
This I just took out to find my head wrap, but it was all put together.
Across the room.
There's another condom wrapper on the ground.
Yeah, why is it beneath your table? Were you having relations underneath the table? Somehow I don't think that's possible. Why is it there? Look, Foodie, I've done some crazy things, of which none of them are your business. But underneath the table, girl? Underneath that table? You would have carpet burned in places you don't want it. Why is it underneath the table? What were you doing? You're not coming on camera saying, oh, I got carpet burn on my spine. If you were doing things underneath the table.
Couple here. And my bed looked like it had a tumble in the hay.
Sure, Jan.
And those sheets are not off the bed. Chantal's a bigger woman. And if you're a man, and I'm sure you want to get very passionate with somebody of Foodie size, those sheets are going to be off the bed. Like you just got to take the sheets off the bed and wash them. But the corners will be off the bed. All the way off. That bed looks perfectly made. Like nobody was there because nobody was there.
It's kind of messy, actually.
Yeah, kind of, you think?
Put my PJs. And,
and look, there's another condom on there on her desk and on her dresser. Again, if you're being passionate with somebody, why is the condom right there? And it doesn't look used. It looks like it was taken out of the wrapper and placed there for show. Like I have to make it look like somebody did something. So I'm just going to open up a condom and place the bare condom right the fuck there. Because if you used it, you would not be placing it there. That's nasty. You're nasty. Why would you place something used on your dresser? You're nasty. Bitch, take that to the trash in the bathroom. You're nasty. Why is it there? If I had a man do that to me and like place a used condom on my dresser, we are not talking anymore. You got to go. You ain't got no home training. You get screamed at. I'm throwing something at you. I'd be like, who raised you? Where's your mom and dad at? I'm gonna tell on you. Do they raise you this way? This is unacceptable.
Oh God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay. So this okay. So so look, I found a good thing for my vanity mirror. Like,
so that was the clip. I've been looking for that for so long. And thank you, Enola, for helping me find it. There's one more that I'm looking for that I cannot find it for the life of me. And it's when she was driving back from New York to Canada and she was flipping out about Natter. And she's like, yeah, I went to his house after the allegations with green products and coffee. And she was having a freaking meltdown from hell. I can't find it. Where is it at? But yeah, like that's how much validation she wanted back in the day. She would stage condoms. But there's one thing that's missing. So she's saying that somebody spent the night, right? Why wasn't she sore? Don't blush, chat. Don't blush. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking in your private parts. I mean, like if you had a very passionate night, you've got bruises you can't explain. Your body aches. None of that? No? You had a long, passionate night. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I feel like I got to work out. My arms hurt. My legs hurt. I got a cramp. I got a Charlie horse. No, not Foodie. No, never. No. Like she never her not coming on camera and saying like I'm aching all over, man. Why are you blushing? Because you remember, don't you? No one is here for this gross sex talk. I'm not being gross about it. I'm just pointing out that if Foodie had been really passionate with somebody, we would have known. Because usually if you have a very passionate night, your body is sore. I wasn't talking about her private parts. I'm talking about her being very aerobic in bed. You know, like she's not used to being active. So, I mean, I wasn't being gross. I was just pointing out that was missing. She got the condom situation going on, but there's other parts that should be there that are not there. All right, so that was the clip. Can we move on, please? Yes, we can. Y'all are being demanding today. Damn. Whose stream is this? All right, so we are going to be moving on to this part here. We're going to go more into the cringe moments for 309 minutes. And we just go ahead and get rid of this so I can keep track of everything. And this is like 5 hours long. There's no way we can do all of this. But, you know, the earlier part of the stream was dark. So let's just see Foodie be in the full. As always. And this is courtesy of Just Saying.
It's bad. Ew. Who stinks? I'm a la. I don't need to be rich. I don't give a shit.
Job, we're not doing the entire 5 hours. I'm just going to do this for a little while, you know, to kind of balance out the heaviness of what was happening earlier. I don't want to leave that heavy feeling in the mind. So we're just seeing Chantal be stupid and silly. I think that'd be a good idea. Balance out the dark with the light.
Excuse me. Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
So the lyrics, I have a tune for it, but the lyrics are, someone told me that you love me. Come on, baby, come and show me.
Oh no.
I'm so broken and I'm lonely.
Oh no, this is no. No. Not pathetic, the song. No. I don't want to hear it. No. Oh God. It's it. No. Not pathetic.
I'd do anything for you.
No.
I don't know. It's like I'm trying to write like a love song. I call the song pathetic. Do you think that's a good name for it? Chubby Moose.
Life is simple, like the wrinkles on my skin.
Boy, she was skinty back in the day, wasn't she? Holy shit. It's a shock seeing her so small. Good God.
"22 is old enough, yeah."
Then you shall respect my authority.
Where's he from? Somewhere in the Middle East.
I feel like home. Anyway, I covered a piece of cat crap with that. Pretty cool.
What? You did what? I covered a piece of cat crap with a box. Why not just pick it up? Why not clean it up? You're going to cover it up? Oh my God. Why would you leave it there?
We need some good feng shui. We need some feng shui. Feng shui, feng shui, feng shui. I need a meme of a whole bunch of hot boys on a boat in the ocean, and Ursula coming with my face coming to get you, and he's probably pissed poor. That's okay.
Oh my God, what's all the junk food? Chips. Just saying. Oh my God, no, I like that. I actually got the words for that song. Oh God, yeah. Anyway, I cannot handle another dirty wiener, so.
And yet you keep handling them. You sent me the link. Ooh, Justice for Spider. Yes. Thank you, Enola. Enola, you are a rock star today. All the stuff I've been looking for. I'm like, I've been looking and 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 damn it. Hold on a minute. Oh, this is it. Oh, okay. I don't know why, but it keeps putting the link in the wrong place. Oh, get out of here. Go. Get out of here. So hold on, chat. I'm working hard. I'm pasting links from one area to another. Is this where? Oh, it is. Enola, I love you. I love you. You know what? Real quick, we're going to get out of this silliness for a minute because I've been wanting to show this for a minute. And this is the part that I was looking for. Thank you, Enola. And this is courtesy of the channel Queen of WTF. And this is a throwback. This was 4 years ago. And this was Chantal. She went back to Natters after the allegations and she flipped the F out. So let's watch.
What am I crying about now? Nothing. Dark Desert Highway. I'm so crabby. Fuck, I hate everybody.
Oh my god, like this day could not get any worse. I'm going through something else I can't tell you guys about. Every time I cry from now on, it's gonna be off camera. Because nobody deserves to see me cry. How am I supposed to process my feelings? I'll just go fucking more crazy. I need to get myself together. Ugh. I miss my therapy. Because I forgot to change my phone number. I don't even know why I'm crying. Like, I'm okay. I just don't know why I'm crying. Like, I just feel like I can't help it. Like, it just happened. It's so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing, and yet she's got a camera on her. If you're crying and it's embarrassing, would you have a camera on if it's embarrassing? When something is embarrassing, you don't want people to see. You don't want people to hear. You don't want people to know. But you're looking dead ass into the camera when you're crying. Why not just turn the camera off and do your crying in private? No, we're going to monetize those tears. Not surprised.
That's just for you, EG.
Not Foodie blowing her nose on the horse blanket. No home training. Somebody failed with this one. I mean, there's all the tissue. Who cares about the tissues in the world and the toilet paper and the paper towels and the baby wipes? Let's blow our nose on a horse blanket because, you know, why not? Just because it's there.
Oh, shut up! Okay, what am I getting at Target? Just like realizing like it's really, 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 really done. Like it just like I guess just reflecting on it just makes me so sad because nothing turned out like it was supposed to. You know, like nothing bad.
And how was it supposed to turn out, Foodie? How exactly was it supposed to turn out? Were you upset because you had a plan as a predator? You had your plan all laid out that you were going to get with Natter, seduce him with the money, get him codependent on you and your money. Because you knew about his criminal past, you thought, I got this on lock. If he tries to get away, if he says he doesn't want to see me anymore, I can threaten him and he'll be forced to stay with me out of fear. And you pulled your ace. You threatened to go to the cops. You went to the police station. You put on a great big show, a great big performance. And did you think that when you went back to his house, he was going to welcome you with open arms, and that didn't happen? So you're wondering, where did I go wrong? As a predator, where did I go wrong? I thought I had this in the bag. What you didn't figure in was free will, his free will. Just because you want something doesn't mean he wants the same thing. You know, you can't force someone into a relationship.
Was supposed to happen. Maybe I'm just tired and I need to sleep. Oh my god. Oh, that made me laugh too hard.
She's a maniac, is she not? One minute she's crying and bawling and blowing her nose on the horse blanket. The next she's laughing. She's a fucking maniac. You can't trust her emotions. She will laugh and cry all at the same time and you'll be confused. I'm like, is she really sad? I don't know. What is going on here? Like, I can't figure this person out. They keep switching too quickly. It's weird.
So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry to have to like come on here and cry again, and just I'm doing this because I'm like half out of my mind and because I want you to hurt. I want you to fucking hurt like I hurt. I want you to feel pain. I want you to burn in the fiery depths of fucking hell. I called the cops on you. I ruined your reputation. even though you were a fucking McStabby before you knew me.
You know what? I'm not a Natter fan, but we got to be fair. I don't like him. He's a scumbag too. Okay, let's just let that be known. Scumbag. But just because someone is a scumbag, whatever they did before with somebody else has nothing to do with you, Foodie. What he did with you is what he did with you. What he did with somebody else or another situation, you cannot use that as a defense. His past is his past. You can't say, oh, you got a past doing this. Well, so do you. You got a past. You got a really bad past. And I'm sure you found all the way about his criminal past and you thought you could use that to your advantage. And you pretty much confessed to that in his bedroom when you said, when somebody asked the question, have you ever thought about him leaving you for another woman? And your answer was exactly this. You said, I think about that all the time. So if you're with a man that you care about, why would you think about that all the time? Why would it be a concern all the time? If you're with a guy and you care about him, why would you worry about it? Why would you think about it? Why would you be overly concerned about him leaving you for somebody else? That sounds like an insecure, jealous mind at work. But you also said, I've got a plan. I'm not as stupid as you guys think. Trust, something about an Aries. When you said that, I knew exactly what you were going to do. I could almost see the wheels turning in your head. That he had a criminal past, he had gotten in trouble with the law, and you were going to use that to your advantage. That you felt you had the upper hand in that way, that you had never gotten in trouble with the law, but he had. So if he tried to leave you, you were going to threaten him with DV allegations, and that's exactly what you did. He was with Dee Dee at the time, that she'd been staying with him for over a month. You were foaming at the mouth at that time for her to leave. She wouldn't leave. In my opinion, I think he had Dee Dee over at his house as a way to keep you away from him. I think Dee Dee stayed over there for over a month just so he wouldn't have to deal with you. But the longer that Dee Dee was with him, the more you became almost crazed for her to leave. And then when Natter wanted to go to the cops to get a restraining order, instead of backing off like any normal person, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to punish you for trying to make me go away. And then that's when you want to go to the cops and file the allegations. So you were treating it as a game. All he wanted you to do was to leave him alone and go away. He was done, but you didn't want to be done. So you were punishing him for him wanting to be done. You're like, I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring some legal problems to your door because you don't want to see me, because I don't have access to you anymore. That's some evil thinking. Evil. And yes, I see in the chat that she's live on Kick, and she's probably being a boring bitch talking about food. So I'm not in a rush to get over there. She's probably going to be talking about food and farts and poo. I'm not missing much. I know that.
Ruin your own reputation. But everything I did to you isn't even a fraction of the fucking emotional and mental torment you put me through and you continue to put me through.
Can I just say this about relationships, Chantal? People who are in a relationship with each other, where it's an intimate relationship, a marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, if you're with the right person, you guys don't want to hurt each other. You don't want to hurt your partner, and they don't want to hurt you. You love that person so much, you're like, I don't want to hurt you. Because if I hurt you, that hurts me too. If I hurt you, I feel bad for hurting you. There's enough care there that you're like, I hate hurting you. I hate anything happening that would cause you to be hurt or upset. But you and Natter, you love to hurt each other. You turn it into a game. That's not love. That is just addiction to toxic drama. He never loved you. And honestly, you never loved him. You were just addicted to him. That's all.
Every fucking day. And I can't fucking do it. You are a womanizing, using piece of shit. You literally are the biggest scum of the earth. And I don't get why nobody else in the fucking world, except for me and maybe 2 other people, fucking see it. Because you're manipulative and you lie. You lie and people fucking believe you just like I did. And now I look crazy. And that's what you fucking want. So I hope you're fucking happy. But you know what? I'll be crazy any day of the week over a cold-hearted fucking soulless piece of fucking shit.
You know, half the drama that we got from Chantal back in the day, it was because for the first time in her life, she found someone that stood up to her and told her no. She couldn't just walk over a man, someone that didn't give a shit. They're like, I don't care if you got a YouTube channel. I don't care if you're making money. Go fuck yourself. He said no when he meant no. And that intrigued her. She goes, oh my God, there's somebody that is not going to bow down to me. It's not submissive to me. You know, like the Peeps and BB were very laid back guys. And Natter wasn't. And she's like, oh my God, this is different. I am intrigued. This feels challenging. I want to win this challenge. For the first time in her life, somebody challenged her and gave her a dose of her own medicine, and she couldn't handle it. She found someone very much like herself. And that could have been a moment of self-reflection, of like looking in the mirror. You don't like this person. You don't like the way that they're treating you. You don't like their personality. Guess what? You're looking into the mirror when you look at that person. This person is the male version of yourself. Whenever you're around this person, they are your reflection. Everything you don't like about them exists in you. So if you don't like this person, if you find this person hurtful, imagine how you make other people feel. That could have been a big teaching moment for her, but she never got taught. She never got it. She never stopped to think about it.
Like yourself. You have no soul. And you honestly deserve everything you get. Every fucking thing you get. I cannot believe I felt sorry for you for 2 fucking minutes. And you, Dee Dee, I don't fucking understand you. You have no brain in your head. You are a fucking bitch. I hate you. This is... You two do it on fucking purpose to drive me nuts. Natter, you are a fucking piece of shit. This is what you do every time. Every time I don't do what you want me to fucking do, and I leave your sorry little scrawny little fucking pathetic ass for more than a day, you call Dee Dee's stupid desperate Lulu down, and you two fuck with my brain.
You know what I found the most amazing about this? This person, Chantal, who's been playing games with people and manipulating people all her life. You would think that a scammer, a liar, a manipulator would pick up on another scammer, liar, manipulator, pick up on the games that they were playing and shut them down. But although she's a scammer and a liar and manipulator, and people are playing games on her, but you don't recognize it? You're not seeing it? I mean, Natter played her like a country fiddle. He really did. Hello, Patricia, and thank you for being a new member and welcome aboard. He played her like a country fiddle in a country song. He knew how to get money out of her. He played her on insecurities and jealousies and addictions against her. He even knew that he could bring Dee Dee to the house, and Chantal would pay extra money just so Dee Dee would go home. He knew how to get that money out of her every which way. Oh, you got addictions? Oh, you want to buy stuff from me? I'm going to overcharge you. Oh, you want to hang out with me? Pay my rent, pay for everything. She did. Oh, Dee Dee's here. You don't want her here? Well, then pay me some money and maybe I'll tell her to go home to Montreal. Like, he knew how to work her. He worked the hell out of her. Yeah, I know she likes it.
And you fucking do it every time. For example, and yes, I'm gonna get in shit for this too, but I don't give a fuck at this point. In case you didn't notice, I don't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck what happens to you now. So now you're really, really, you know what? I don't even give a fuck what happens to me. You guys are gonna hate me so bad. You fucking lie to me. Like, really? You have this fucking bitch there for a month? Like, when just 2 days before she came over, I was sleeping there every single day? So then whenever I'm not good enough for you and you've used me up, you call her over to take my fucking place like I'm a piece of fucking trash, and now I have to fucking go to therapy every fucking week because of you.
You never went to therapy, bitch. Shut up. She never went to therapy. If only she had gone to therapy. She never went to therapy. What is she talking about? She went to therapy. What therapy? The Coca-Cola therapy? The food therapy? What therapy did you go to? You never went to therapy. Bitch, you were online 10 to 12 hours a day, every day, sometimes 14 to 16 hours. When exactly did she go to therapy? 8 o'clock in the morning till like midnight, streaming. Where were these therapy appointments? If only she had gone to therapy, we would have got more sleep in girl world. That never happened. Every day was the same. We were all tired because of her. Therapy.
I hate you. You tell me what you think about this, okay? I had a really, really bad weak moment, and I don't know how the conversation started. I was talking to Debbie on Messenger. He's not supposed to see me or talk to me. I ended up going over there. And I'm so fucking stupid because I don't know. I just thought, oh, you just called the cops on him and fucking accused him of sexual assault and everything. Oh, yeah, you can just go back over there and just kick Dee Dee out and everything will be fucking normal. I fucking went over there. I even fucking brought coffee.
You heard it right. So after she went to the cops, after she did her power play, she went to the police station. She filed a quote unquote report. She was still in contact with them, talking to Natter through Dee Dee. After said allegations, she was sneaking on back to see him. What kind of a real victim does this? I'm going to go to the cops and demand justice, and then later on, I'm going to be sneaking around behind everybody's backs just to see this person. I'm sorry, what? What victim of DV or SA does this? I'm going to go to the cops. I'm going to accuse you of these horrible things. And then later on, I'm going to just come over to your house with some coffee and green products, and we're supposed to hang out. I beg your pardon. Really? So you're going to accuse something of somebody that serious, but then you want to go hang out after like nothing ever happened? Like I said, when somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe them. And I hope with all my heart, we got some beezers lurking up in here, that they're paying attention to this shit. that all of these stories that Foodie's been feeding you guys, spoon feeding you, saying I'm a victim of DV and SA, it's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. He didn't even do half the things that she claimed. Maybe they got into some arguments. True. I can see that. I can see her getting loud. I can see him getting loud, but he never touched her. He never got physical with her. I know because I was there, and she was online for 8 to 10, 12 hours a day, every single damn day. Believe it. This is girl world. If there had been a bruise on her face, there'd be live streams all over the place about it. There would still be clips everywhere. If we can spot her reflection in a barbecue grill knob and clock her on that, you don't think we'd see a bruise? That there wouldn't be a million live streams about it? Yes, there would. And another thing, if he had damaged her face in that way, she would have ran straight to a camera as soon as it was over and show people. Because she wants to be a victim so damn bad. She'd be immediately grabbing her phone and going, look what happened to me, guys. Look what he did to me. That never happened. Never did it happen. Her claiming to be a victim is far different than actually being one. They may have gotten into some arguments. They may have had screaming matches. But he was never physically abusive to her. That I can promise you. Because if he had, she wouldn't have felt so secure to spend time around him. I mean, hello, Exhibit A right here. She accused him of DV, SA, went to the cops when she was mad, and then later on sneaking behind everybody's backs to go see him. If she were a real victim, would she be comfortable enough to spend time around this man? No, absolutely not. No, she wouldn't have felt safe enough to do that.
And I brought weed. So I go there. And I promise not to tell anybody.
I'm sorry, I'm talking over this. Apologies. But she did make the comment once. She said, I wish that I could keep the charges on Natter and continue to have sex with him. She did say that. I wish that I can keep the charges on him to hold over his head and be sleeping with him at the same time. That's some fucked up thinking.
So I go there and I promise not to tell anybody. But then I turn your fucking phone on because I care about you and I only ever did. Oh, not so much anymore. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I leave so this fucker can go live with my fucking ring light always. And then Dee Dee comes down, starts doing fucking dishes, acts like she's his fucking mother. She's mediating basically our conversation. Like, I don't think that's a good idea right now, Chantel. You could get in a lot of trouble.
I would like to say that these are 3 adults engaging in this behavior. Not children, adults. This whole situation was lunatic level. Why didn't anybody say no? He could have told her no. She could have told him no. Dee Dee could have said, I don't want to be a part of this. They were all engaging in this behavior, so they're all guilty. They could have kept it offline. They didn't. They could have said no. They didn't. These are 3 grown-ass adults acting this way. Insane.
Okay, but you let me come over. So you let me come over and talk to you alone. Ask me what I want. Like, ask me, like, what do you want? Like, basically, like, make it seem like we're going, like, things are okay. And then I leave. And then I call you on the phone I pay for you to be able to communicate with your fucking family. And you don't answer it. I call him, he doesn't answer the phone. He gets Debbie to fucking message me. He gets Debbie the nerve to message me and be like, Debbie, who's part of the fucking problem, who has no problem inserting herself because you probably beg her because you are a coward. You're not a real man. You can't even be alone for 5 minutes. I've never met somebody like this in my fucking life, and not in a good way. And Dee Dee, like what? Like, was your ex-husband like this? You like staying around for a whole month in this shit? You like being an employee where you pay to fucking work for Natter? You like that? You must like it. Oh, yeah, I fucking loved it. So he gets Debbie to message me. Chantal, you know he can get in trouble. He can't answer your phone calls. But you can come over tomorrow and talk to him. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee, for your fucking permission. So I'm going to keep a phone on for this guy. And I know you guys don't have sympathy for me at this point. I'm just venting. Actually, I'm not even talking to you.
No, you're right. We don't have sympathy for you. It's one thing for someone to be a victim of something, a circumstance, an event that is out of your control. I have sympathy for someone that's gone through something and it's not your fault. However, if you're someone and you're around someone that you know is not good for you, it's toxic, it's dramatic, it's hurtful, and then you choose to be around this person, how can I have sympathy for someone that's making an absolute choice of free will? If someone is hurtful to you and you know that they're hurtful and you decide to hang out with them anyway, you decide to spend money on them anyway, you decide to pay their rent, pay their bills, buy their groceries, go to their house, those are all choices that you're making. So how can I feel sorry for you if you're making those choices? And you know what the end result is going to be. And you're saying, I'm okay with the end result because I'm setting myself up for it. So no sympathy is needed here and none will be given. Once you make up, if you know you're making a bad choice, which is going to lead to a bad result, don't cry to people and say, oh, feel sorry for me. You knew what the outcome was probably going to be. And I'm going to say something kind of weird. I'm just follow me here. I'm kind of weird. Imagine for a moment going into a nice restaurant. And let's just say you sit down and you order a nice steak. So you sit down at the table, you're waiting for your steak. And then you cut into the steak when it comes and you bite into the steak and it's rotten. Any normal person would put that, spit it out, and they would call over the waiter and go, waiter, this steak is rotten. I want it sent back to the kitchen right now. I want a good steak. I paid for a good steak. This is rotten. This is unacceptable. So if you take a bite of rotten food in a restaurant, you'll send it back immediately. But what's crazy is a lot of people will chew on a rotten relationship for years and they won't spit it out. No matter how sick it makes them, no matter how badly it makes them feel, they will chew on it and chew on it and chew on it, and it will make them sick until there comes a point where you just get fed up and you're like, I don't want to be sick anymore. And so it is with Chantal. This relationship with Natter was making her sick. And yet she wouldn't spit it out. She wouldn't let it go. But a lot of people hold on to toxic relationships that make them ill for God knows what reason. And here's an example right here of why it's a bad idea to do that. You're not letting go of something that clearly is making you ill.
You guys, at this point, I'm talking to them. So you want me to keep the phone on, and I'm doing this live because I did warn them. So don't call me a bitch. I warned you many fucking times, asshole. You're going to ignore me and you're not going to answer me. So I'll go live and address you. So here I am. She didn't give him permission to leave the house with me or actually talk to me because he can get in trouble. Well, here, I did it for you. I just outed you. You talked to me. Now what? You know what? You know what?
And Chantal never got it. The more she showed him her crazy, the less likely that he was going to be in a relationship with her. Every time she showed her crazy side, it just created more of an abyss between them. Like the more examples that she gave him how crazy and psycho and obsessed and addicted and insane that she was, the more he was like, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. If she's acting this way and we're not even living together, what the hell would she do if we did live together? You know, Chantal, I know that you've been dying to live with Natter. That's a dream of yours, to live with Natter, but the reality is the two of you are like oil and water. He doesn't love you. Let's just roll with the idea of Natter and Chantal living together for a minute. What would happen? Immediately there would be fights. There'd be huge fights. The cops would be called. It wouldn't last a week. You know, they're both dominant personalities that clash. She doesn't want to be told what to do. She would try to assume control. He wouldn't let her. They would start fighting. She would do the threats. He would leave. It would not even last an entire month. It wouldn't. Somebody might be in jail. The reason why it worked with Dee Dee is because Dee Dee was the more calm, submissive one. She knew when to back up and let Natter have the spotlight. Natter's a bit of a hothead and a loudmouth, and she knew, like, his personality, the best way to be with a personality like that is to just be more quiet. So Dee Dee immediately picked up, this is what I need to be, so I'm going to let him do his thing, and I'll be more quiet. Chantal is not quiet. She's not submissive. She's bossy. She's real bossy. He's like, that's Foodie. And the more she was with Natter, the more he's like, nope, I don't want to be with this one. It's going to get ugly.
This cocky fucking asshole told me. You know what he told me once? I remember this. You'll never forget me. In fact, you'll be like Delphine number 2 and you will end up calling the cops on me. And you will end up paying for my lawyer against you. You suck the life out of everything around you. Do I want you to cry like a little bitch? Yes, because I'm crying like a fucking bitch every day.
And that's one thing she couldn't stand. If she's lonely, if she's miserable, she expects the guy in her life to also be lonely and miserable. You're not allowed to be with another woman. You're not allowed to be happy and go out and do things. You're supposed to mirror her emotional state. If I'm happy, you're supposed to be unhappy too, because that's a sign you actually cared about me. She doesn't want to acknowledge that she's a miserable person. She always has been. She always will be. And she can't stand the idea that once somebody leaves her, they find happiness. The one thing that she's never had, although she could have had it if she had tried. It makes her feel a certain kind of way when somebody that's around her, they're miserable with her, they find happiness after her. It drives her nuts.
For somebody who doesn't deserve it. Like, if that was him and he was messaging me over and over and clearly upset, one, I would never leave him like that, feeling that way. I would answer it eventually, especially if I'm paying for the phone line. And I see you.
Ma'am, you chose to do that. You chose to pay for the rent, the bills, the internet, buy the iPad, buy the iPhone, create a channel, create the content for that channel, edit the content, do the thumbnails, buy the groceries, spend the time, buy your chemicals from Natter, tell your beezers to go over to the Natter El Shami channel so we have an audience. You chose all of that. And you did it for the purpose of control. You know you did. It was manipulative. You're like, I'm doing this to be generous. No, you didn't. You did it to control him and to integrate yourself into his life as deep as you could possibly go. And create this air of, you need me. You can't do this thing without me. You were trying to like just inchworm your way into his life, little by little, until you were all the way in. Every aspect of his life you want to be a part of. Every aspect. And as far as the Dee Dee thing, that was also your fault. If you had kept him off camera and nobody knew about him, then Dee Dee would not have been a thing. Dee Dee started out being a beezer. Dee Dee was a beezer for Chantal. The only reason why Dee Dee knew about Natter was because of Foodie, because Foodie put him on YouTube. Then after Chantal put Natter on YouTube, Dee Dee and Natter were talking. So that's Chantal's fault that she put him on YouTube. Another one were talking to him. Had she kept him off camera, she might have had him all to herself. But she wanted to be public with it, so you get what you can with that, you know. Those doggone beezers, they're always messing with her relationships, aren't they?
Leaning over her, like, you guys are fucking liars. Just fucking come out and say you're fucking each other. Like, that's why emotionally torture me and, like, lead me on like this behind the scenes and have me come over. You're a fucking...
You know what? I'm just going to say it. Excuse my language. Natter's a dick. Natter's always been a dick. But from everything I've seen of Natter, and again, I'm not a Natter fan saying this, like he never presented himself falsely. Like I never saw him come on camera and say, I love Chantal, I love her so much, and love bomb her and all that. He was always the same. He was a dick. But that's what she fell in love with, a dick. But he never claimed to be in love with her. He never said he wanted to be with her. She was the one who misrepresented herself. Like she was a certain way when they first started talking, and then she started to change and show more of who she really was when she thought he was addicted to her money. Then she just kind of got lazy and sloppy and going to his house, and she didn't take showers or fix her hair anymore or wash herself. He was always a dick. She was the one who misrepresented herself from the jump about who she was and why she was doing things and what she was going to do for him. Like she's mad because she lied and tried to manipulate to get something, and she did not get her way. Yeah, he also told her not to show him online, and she did it anyway. The first glance that we saw of Natter, remember, was when she went to his house and he was doing card tricks. She was showing his hands at first, but then she accidentally slipped up and saw part of his face. And then later on, she straight up showed her phone to the camera and showed his name. Like she wanted to reveal him. He didn't want to be on camera. That was her way of trying to pull him onto YouTube. So it was like, okay, you want to show me on YouTube? Make a channel for me so I can make some money. So like she did that to herself. All of it.
Liar, and you deserve to be outed for it. I don't fucking feel bad for you at all. Dee Dee, you should feel bad. And you have the nerve against me. Oh, really? How many of your exes have protective orders against you, Natter? Huh? Delphine had a protective order. I know another one of your exes that wanted to.
So you knew about this? While you were seeing Natter, you knew that his ex, Delphine, who's no longer with us, rest in peace, that she had a protective order, allegedly. And I say allegedly because I don't know the situation. But if you knew this about Natter, if this is true, you continue to see him? Again, you made that choice to see a man that had an ex that had a protective order against them. So you knew his back history and you decided to go there to pay for all his stuff, to put him on YouTube and expose him to other women. Knowing his history, you exposed him to other women, encouraged him to talk to other women. You put him in front of people knowing his history. That's really reckless of you.
Oh, and the Maria story you admitted was true, but you say you told me about that before. No, I don't remember. I still don't get it. I don't get, like, why would you even, oh, anyway. And then they're manipulative, so he doesn't get in trouble. She's like, you want to come over and see Natter, not the other way around, right? Yeah, sure, okay. Like, oh my God, why do I allow myself to be treated like this? This is fucking bullshit.
Because you're allowing yourself. I love that she said that. I really love that she just said what she said. Why do I allow myself to be treated this way? So you're allowing yourself. You have a choice. You're not being forced. You were never forced. It is by choice. Why do I allow myself to be treated this way? So it's an active choice that you're making over and over again. Nobody forced you into anything. Nobody forces you to see Natter. Even now, nobody's forcing you to buy his sexy groceries or go see him for party favors. All of that is a choice too.
Like, this is bullshit. Oh my God. Like, I'm mad at myself, actually.
So that was the video that I was looking for the longest, because I thought it would be important to show you guys. And that was a good one. But now we're going to go back to the silly stuff, her being dumb. I just thought you guys should see that. So let's continue here.
Hide your sons. Where's everybody?
Oh, I love the flavor purple. Yes.
No home training and no villa training either. Are there no knives in the house? You know, I seriously wonder if one day she's going to do that and one of her teeth are going to fly out. Just ripping into her like the Hulk. Roar! Hulk smash.
Just calm down. AG, I will sleep in a sequin top and pink underpants. Yep. I look like a Christmas ham. I hate to say that, but I find Arabic men are just more controlling. I just noticed that, like, in general. The mindset I have now, I will never, ever let a man treat me like that ever again. A human being, period. Select face in options. Okay, hold on. It was at 0 already, so.
What the hell? No, she did not. Couch or Chantal? Couch or Chantal? Couch or Chantal? Please, Bingo, do not zoom in on that. Don't do this. Don't. What's this? What's this? You know what? Y'all hold on. You know, I'll do it later. I might just take some screenshots and send it to Bingo. Since I'm going to sponsor the damn program anyway, if I'm going to get accused, I might as well just do some nonsense. What do y'all think? I get blamed for this shit anyhow. And according to Bingo and Goose Chuck, I'm sending the money, which I don't because I'm too damn broke. But if I'm going to just sponsor it, I might as well sponsor it with screenshots. If I'm going to take the blame, I might as well play the game. To hell with it. Why not? Oh. Oh. hate it here. I really hate it here. No. No. What is this? Girl, what? Not that I am like looking too closely, but I'm just going to tell you my thoughts. You know what this looks like? This looks like she's got a pair of like really big G-string panties on top of lacy shorts. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know how y'all feel about it, because like that just looks odd. Like there's a string going here, and then you've got like this V, and then it's like, what the hell is this? This can't be just a pair of shorts. This looks like a G-string on top of a pair of shorts.
Kiss it.
Fucking chucking me fucking bum.
You're smoothie, skinny.
Kiss it.
And again, like she swears that the crackhead Villa days, she was so depressed. But I mean, she's laughing a lot more during these retro reacts than she does now. Like, I don't care what Chantal says. She was having a blast at this time. She was making lots of money. And yes, Natter was pissing her off, but she had many moments of laughter and enjoying herself and just acting all the way the fool. Yeah, she had the time of her life. She was doing exactly what she wanted to do. And no one could tell her otherwise. She could laugh at herself. She could laugh at other people compared to now.
Sorry. Lambo, you call me a little egghead? Look, I know I have an egghead.
Oh, hey. Okay, what happened there? We need some context. So the next clip after this one, we need some context to explain. That was a very brief clip of her in the room with Natter. He's laying in bed next to her and he slaps her on the back of the head. And if you're going to ask the question, did she get up and leave? No, she didn't. She was humiliated, but she sat there. Like, she didn't like him doing it, but she didn't leave.
Kiss it.
Fucking chucking me fucking bum.
You're smoothie, skinny.
Kiss it. Sorry. Lambo, you call me a little egghead? Look, I know I have an egghead. Oh, hey, that's not very nice.
I talk and act different around him. Do you know? I mean, I don't act silly or like annoying and giggly. I hope not.
Yeah, we remember drinking gravy.
Gravy.
But I needed to let you know what's going on so far. But I don't want to. I'm not going to share like what beyond what I already did, like full details about everything that happened. I'm not going to do that right now. He denies everything. Like I said, you guys already know. He pretty much even acts like I was zero for like the whole 10 months. Like I was nothing, but like
You were zero the whole 10 months. Like it was a transactional arrangement. You got something out of it. He got something out of it. You got what you wanted, sorta. He got what he wanted. You just didn't get everything you wanted. He was never in love with you. He never wanted to be in love with you. You want to be in love with him, though. And you never got it. That just because you love someone doesn't mean they have to love you back.
that's laughable because like I'm not nothing. Like all of my stuff is there. So how am I nothing? But I was clearly there for 10 months. So it's not, you can't just.
As far as, did Foodie go live on YouTube or Kick? Because I heard a while ago she went live on Kick. And I also heard she's being boring. So did she go live again? Is this like a recent thing? Because she went live near the beginning of my reaction. Is it on Kick? Because if she went live on Kick, more than likely she's eating and farting and pooing her pants. Not interested in that. If she's raging, that's interesting to me. If she's eating and farting, I don't really care. I can be bored anytime. You know, I can be bored anytime. I don't need her help with that. She's on Kick stealing, talking about food. Well, there you go. Another reason not to watch her right now.
Pretend like I didn't exist for 10 months. That's not going to work. But anyway, okay. So
She looks presentable. Yeah, she's a fucking office person, of course. I look presentable. Who cares if she looks presentable? You want to look fuckable. Not presentable. You don't want your girlfriend to look like your fucking bank teller. Actually, gonorrhea is hard to spell. Yeah, I know I blocked all of you. You didn't think I would, did you? If we all stand together, we won't get all blocked together. Yeah, you will. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding, guys. Look at the crust on this. I don't like being called a buffalo. But please, release my papa.
Like, I want to show you guys something because I'm a bit of a comedian. I want to show you guys something that's right on par with the entertainment value of Chantal's content. Things that are right on par with entertainment. Would you like to see something that's right on the same level of Chantal's entertainment value? Oh, you're going to love this. This is so funny. But it's so true. How about 10 hours of paint drying? $10 hours of paint drying. You know, you can watch 10 hours of paint drying on a wall. Riveting content. I'm on the edge of my seat, y'all. Where's my popcorn? Where's my coffee? I can't wait for the ending. It's going to take 10 hours to get there, but we'll get there. I wonder what's going to happen. Look at this. You know, I would rather watch this than Foodie. This isn't triggering to me to watch paint dry. This is healthy content. This is not fetish related. 10 hours of paint drying. I wonder what the ending is going to be. It's a cliffhanger. Will the paint be all the way dry after 10 hours or not? Will they put a finger on the paint to see if it's all the way dry? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. 10 hours of paint drying. Oh, look, it changed. Look, there's a difference. There's another one. Oh, it moved. Holy shit. The plot twists are insane. Oh my God. I mean, you turn away and there's a difference there. What the hell? Like, I have to watch, I got to watch 10 hours of this to see what's coming next. I wonder what's going to happen next. Look, it moved. This part moved. You see that? If you blinked, you might have missed it. It dried. Yeah, I know. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, there it goes again. It moved again. Oh. Yeah, different lines. I'm watching to see the differences there. Yeah. So 10 hours of paint drying. Oh, wait, it gets better. Like something else that's comparable to Chantal. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I got something else. Man, cancel. Turn off the volume. Thank you. Get rid of that. I'm clicking the tabs. I know where I'm going. Hello. We're watching grass grow. Nature at work. Nature ASMR. Hey, why not? 10 hours or 18 seconds. We can watch it again on the replay. Oh. Fascinating, darling. Fascinating. But watching the grass grow or the paint dry it's fabulous content. Fabulous. More interesting than Foodie. Goose says she's reading the community tab post that she put up earlier. Who is reading it? Foodie? All right, so we're going back to fucking Chantal's ass. Go ahead, Foodie.
I'm so sorry. This is so wrong. I'm going right to hell. Fuck. Ew, I have Papa John's herbs in my boobs. All right. All right. My mom works on the corner and she saw you picking your ass at the bus station last Tuesday. Stop joining. Save your money. She doesn't make real content. What have you got to say to that?
You're not wrong.
Oh! Pete's coming through with that. They're not wrong.
You're a freaking asshole today. Excuse me. I've just been a lazy piece of crap. Am I like a bougie little cow? I did it my way. So why aren't reaction channels covering me anymore? Is it because I'm boring or is it because I'm a bitch?
Both. It's option C, all of the above.
Queen of lol cows?
Am I really queen of lockout for real?
Patricia. Well, here's the problem, Patricia. Darling, I am in New Mexico. There is more grass, there's more rock and sand than anything. I mean, there's grass here, but it's hard to come by. This is New Mexico. It's desert. There's more rock and sand than anything else, but I'll do my best. I will do my best to grow some grass for y'all. For Queen Booger, I'll grow some cat grass for her.
Well, it's true. I mean, he could have at least been nice. If you were a grifter, wouldn't you try to be nice at least? I have a bunch of remotes I have to return now. I have 3 remotes from different hotels. We're all human. We're all stupid. We're all ugly. No. We're not going vegan. I'm going to continue eating dead animals. I think I should go after Hamo. I think I should. You owe me. You owe me a good relationship. So you know what? Oh well, I'll talk whatever I want then. I'm so tired of people. See, you don't. Obviously, if I'm talking about it, then I change my mind. You don't have to fucking state the obvious. I know. Why is there a piece of pizza here? I could use this bag. Didn't I need a Ziploc bag the other day? You seeing Nader later? Yes, I'm getting married to Nader later. I'm an idiot. I feel like Mrs. Clean, you know? The girl with all the baldness, she can do it all, Mrs. Clean. I want to go on Canadian Idol because it's on TV right now. And I want to apply, and I want to sing Starfish. Relish? I don't know. I don't think it's real silver, but excuse me. My mom is worth all the rhodium in the world. Oh, fuck. I'm saving up to put her in a nice home. We were driving, and I pulled over. And I'm here when I get home. Oh, I love that for you. Excuse me. When I go back to working in offices, I think I would rather prostitute, honestly. I can, you know, I can do an OnlyFans special, Starfish special, Starfish documentary. I'm going to be a movie producer. You just watch. I'm making a porno tomorrow. Yummy. What's a pay pig? I got hoes. I got hoes in different area codes. Remember my yellow dress? I used to feel skinny in that thing.
Oh, by the way, I would also like to give you some more interesting content, girl world. Because Chantal is always telling us to do this. So why not show it? How to touch grass. There's a tutorial on how to touch grass. We're touching grass today. Like this is just a video of somebody touching grass. They're very relaxing. We're touching grass, girl world. All of us. We're doing it together virtually. We're touching grass. Go out and touch grass. I can't touch grass because I'm in New Mexico. There's no grass near me. I can touch rocks. I can touch the dirt. But if you got grass around, you go out and touch it. Because I don't have it. But this is how you touch grass. This is the sensation of touching grass. Isn't that lovely? So I thought I'd show that to you too. I'm fixing my sprinklers. This is not good touch grass.
Thank you. Excuse me. I want to go in my room, actually. I want to go. What the fuck was that? I have an advantage. You cannot strangle me. If somebody comes towards me, I just go, try getting your hands around me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. I love that for you. Well, maybe he was EG. Maybe we don't have to tell you all our business. Am I a social media influencer? Okay, basically, I want you guys to know that I'm here to entertain you, not to inspire you. Okay, after.
So you are still alive?
Yep. I'm just gonna probably go live all day.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen, will it? I've already lost my mind. Doo-da, doo-da. And when I lose my mind, you won't like me. Do-da-do-da-day. Show me the money. Show me the money. I think I've done my share. I've done nothing but give. Get it, dude, you're stupid. All you had to do was fake love me, show me the world, and I would have probably given you everything. And just do this. Like, I'm so ready. No. My song called Pathetic for a reason. There's a difference between not washing and being dirty. And I do wash, so shut up, okay? Kiss my fat, dirty ass. I hate everybody right now. And this is my money. I work hard to humiliate myself on my channel to earn the money I earn, and I'm not going to give it away that easily. Oh my god, that song is so right. Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble, but if I stay, it will be double. Okay, I know Onision is like infamous, but like it would be cool to like meet somebody so famous. Infamous, I guess. I don't know. Why do you insist on associating with whatever, it's gonna be entertaining, you know it. That's why. Look at my boobs. The freaking bones in it. Why? Okay, you know I need a boob reduction or something because the bras I have to wear have skeletons. Like they call it the bra skeleton. When your bra has a skeletal system, Jesus, this hurts. I need a smaller bra. Excuse me. I really want to get that torrid dress and I want to get married. I want a husband. It's cringe. How does Minx feel about going to Cuba? Well, Minx saw. Wait, I shouldn't talk about myself in the first person. Don't only narcissists do that? Beep. Not you, BBJ. So the Beezer Show is going to produce this trip. It's the hurry up buffalo that makes me laugh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, bum, bum, bum. We're going to do that dance. I hope I can salsa in Cuba. What is this? I hope I can salsa in Cuba. Oh, what if I become a Cuban superstar? What if everybody comes to see me go? Make it rain. Make it rain on some hoes. What? Some money? Yeah, sure. Make it rain. I'm a hoe too. You're probably thinking, my God, this girl never grew up. Well, you're absolutely freaking right about that. I never did. I love being a bitch. I'm kidding. Dick. Sharmuta. I know that one too. Yeah, I get called that every day. Sharmuta. Anyone who rages or talks shit gets more views, whether you do it every video or some. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yes, absolutely. Anytime I talk shit, look at it. Like, my views are high right now. I'm talking shit about FFG. And please remember that I never lie. Remember I said I keep having dreams that I have a six-pack. I think it needs to happen. This is the thing. I always look a mess, but I always figure my shit out. Knock on wood. Your connection is unstable. It's not the only thing unstable here. Ow. Why does drinking make you feel so hot?
Like, actually, really like, and you know what? She's like, you can clock it. And I'm like, I can clock it? So I got this wig because apparently with this wig, I can clock it. I will America shame if I want. I'm American.
What?
Having the right to an opinion.
You are what? No, ma'am. You're not an American. You are Canadian. What? You are not in America. You're in Canada.
Dawn, can't you just be? Don't I look like Shelley, a fat Shelley Duvall? Yeah. You look like DC Media Girl. I do. What is this shit? Whoa. Can you be honest with me about something? I'm like really honest, and don't lie to me. Like, be real. Am I real? Am I a narcissist?
Yes.
I always hear this word, and I really don't want to be one. And I just want to be self-aware. Give it up. Do as I say. Give it up and let me have my way. I'm so mad. Why do you guys think I'm disgusting? Why do you guys think that no man will talk to me because I'm gross? It's like so hard to believe that Nick messaged me. Listen, I'm not like this really around guys when I date them. You think I'm really like this?
Yeah.
You think I'd go there? Well, okay, yes. Like, after I get to know you, then the gross comes out. But at first, no.
See what I mean? She just told on herself. She just said, like, when I get to know you, then the gross comes out. Like I said earlier, like, Natter was a dick all the way through. He didn't change who he was. She changed who she was and what she wanted. And then she gets mad when she doesn't get what she wants. She brings out different parts of her personality at different times, trying to get her way. Yeah, like that whole rant from Roman was gold. Absolute gold. He straight up said, she stinks.
Duh, trick you. It's like a fly. Do you like my fly impression? Do I do it good? I'll be as sweet as pie tomorrow. Oh, you know it. You know I'm going to manipulate the fuck out of you. And you're going to eat it up and you're going to watch me. My edible's almost here. Nobody's life turns out like the picture. Putin is talking nukes. Okay, we need to stop him. Because, like, this is fucking bullshit. He needs to stop bombing people. Like, right now. I'll stop him. I'm hyper. And you're gonna get it. People check. You threatened to sue FFG. I was like, let me catch it. Let me make it rich, bitch. All right, guys, I love you. What do you mean, yuck? Don't yuck me.
You know what, guys? I love you guys to death, but I got to go. I have work to do. It's beginning about that time where I have to go to work. But it's been great today, and it's been fun, but there's work that I must do. So it's been amazing. Maybe we can do this again real soon. So thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the live stream. And I'm going to leave you guys with a very pretty song to chill out with. And you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you're going anywhere tomorrow, please be careful. There are people that get out on the road and they drink and they're under the influence. Be careful traveling. You know, just be aware and do defensive driving. So thanks everybody and have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.